come to Mother Dearest, this is obviously just a sign from the multiverse that this is just meant to happen. Like, look how good this setup is. Let me turn on this light. Boom. Now let's blow out my hair. I'm gonna pause this for a second, but I'm genuinely with you. I want to talk about everything I've been doing to make my life 10 times better. How I'm romanticizing my life, and most importantly, how I'm trying to manifest getting out of my mom's house. All while doing everything that I deeply, deeply love. Ooh, she hot. Ooh, she's spicy. Ooh, she's spicy. But yeah, so basically what I have been doing, hear me out. I've been cutting back on TikTok, and I've been actually going on Facebook, and I've been networking on Facebook because people, especially in the artistic industry, are way more kind. And in my experience, like my honest, like God's honest, like Goddess divine honest experience between being in the theater circle and then being in the TV and film circle, which is just starting out. So I'm a little minimal in it. Like, I'm not like an expert. I don't have a lot of connections yet, but I can guarantee that my first impressions of the film and TV circuit, especially in the San Diego area, is people are really anti-gatekeeping. Like, people do not want to gatekeep, like, at all. Like, you will have, like, people want to get your hands dirty. Like, you're new, let's get your hands dirty. You're gonna be a PA for the first time on a horror movie set? Girl, get it. And good freaking luck. Been basically just networking, but I've been doing like a soft girl's guide to networking, which I've actually done a podcast episode about that on my podcast Post Grad Era, which has ceased to exist, but I'll find a way to still do self-help stuff. If you do not know already, I also really don't just post video essays, I also post Get Ready With Me. So I'd love to get ready for this date that I happen to have at 5 and just chat with you about all these things. So along with doing soft girl networking, which I'll make a separate video all about it, is basically about networking, asking for opportunities, and in the sense of like, I don't chase, I attract, which I actually, controversial opinion, I do not like that famous affirmation because our universe does not see negatives and positives. So you don't really want to do that willy-nilly, in my opinion. A soft girl's guide to networking basically means that you are being the thing that makes everyone want to be around you. You are the muse. It's how do you become the muse of someone else's life. And the secret is to basically be so authentically you and turn yourself inside out. And in the sense where you are able to know inherently your worth, even when you don't feel qualified. And I can guarantee you something really important is I start romanticizing the self-deprecated humor. One second, let me blow this out and then I'll explain. Ow, my ear. But I'm also blasting it with cold air because I do want to get some practice in, like experimenting with my shark. Because I know that when I start traveling around the world and having a jet-setter life, that I'm not going to bring my Dyson with me for safekeeping, and I am going to bring my shark because that's like something that I paid off. Look at that little, ooh, just look at that. Delish. She is gorgina. But I romanticize the self-deprecating humor, like really willy-nilly. My list popped through because you can't take the anxiety and depression out of me. And manifesting when you have depression and anxiety is, I feel like, such like a boggling like thing to do, and I managed to kind of do it. Purdy. Isn't she so purdy? This is the side from the overnight curls, which actually wasn't as bad as I thought. But this is going to be an even cuter side, and I'm so stoked. I have learned to romanticize the negative thoughts and slowly dismiss them because they're not helpful. But when I can't help it and I go through a spell, because I have PMDD, and I can't help but feel like blah, blah, this, blah, blah, this, I remind myself that no matter how bad I feel right now, it doesn't change the fact that I am destined for success. Capiche? I'd say capiche a lot. Like I'm a gangsta, you know? But basically, I remind myself that no matter how worse or how bad I feel about myself right now, it will not change the fact that in full certainty, everything I want is truly mine. And perhaps I feel this way because I am scared. And I am simply ignoring those feelings and just simply being entwined with myself. Understanding that I am trying to feel ready to be ready. Have to be acknowledging the indifference as an opportunity to imprint your own expectations of what your life wants to be for you, rather than letting others imprint their own expectations onto you. Ooh, isn't she just so gorgeous? I'm a cute girl, but I romanticize the negative feelings that I get and I dismiss them. Because as someone with OCD with intrusive thoughts, I cannot help it. It's like a full circle where I eventually come back into feeling how bad I feel about myself sometimes. So what I instead do is I simply recognize, hey, why do I feel this way? Could it secretly be because the universe is wanting me to be ready to be ready? And could I feel this way because it's like imposter syndrome? Keeping in mind this perspective, if you are getting imposter syndrome when it comes to your manifestations, that's a great sign, because it's a sign that your timeline is insinuating that you already have this thing. You just simply need to be ready for it. I know that can sound frustrating to some people, but genuinely, imposter syndrome is a good thing because it means you're already exactly where you need to be right now. Learned that I am a high maintenance person, for sure, as you cannot tell already. And I have learned that sometimes the best way to manifest is to recognize how high maintenance you are and treat it like nothing else. You're not guiding your expectations of who you're supposed to be based off what other people think about you, but rather you're guiding your expectations on what you really want to be. I think about it in retrospect, like, who does this 13-year-old girl really want to have in her life? And I think of me as that girl, because when I was 13, I needed someone to tell me, your life will become beautiful and get better. Everything is beautiful. You are beautiful. Everything is always working out for you, and I promise you, you are so worthy of love, happiness, and success, and you are beautiful, and you are most importantly intelligent. Do not listen to that teacher. He's going through a divorce. You are just a child. Calm down. You would be surprised in the sense where I think you need to understand imperatively that you are farther along than you think, in the sense where you are closer than you think. All of these emotions and complexities that you are feeling right now are normal. Do not ignore them. I am hyper against toxic positivity because it does not help anyone. I want you to take the opportunity to combine these so-called like negative emotions and really change your perspective on the why. Why are you feeling this way? Could it be because of XYZ, a positive outcome? Showing you that it is okay to be human, and it helps you not just stay grounded in the moment with reality, but it helps you enhance your reality, if that makes sense. A little bit of chi, it's just what I have on hand. I got it for free like a long time ago from work. It's obviously very much so full. I have this one right here. This guy's a lifesaver, by the way. So the bullet points, let's catch up if you like nodded off for a bit like I have. And that is simply network like a soft girl, like soft girl's guide to networking. Have high standards for yourself. Do not ignore negative beliefs and reframe them as something positive. Reframing negative beliefs is the core thing that has played in my opinion, a pivotal role in being able to, take care of myself and be grounded. My next mode of improving and romanticizing my life, upgrading it to the next level, is going to be this. And it's going to be a kind of a shocker, but it makes so much sense. I was originally taught by my life coach that I then also just kind of sprinkled in a little bit of me in there. Because everything is better with a little bit of me. Everything's better with a little bit of you. Woo! But what I like to do in order to ground myself and manifest at the same time, to help me ground something more in reality, I'm running out of these pens, yikes. What I personally like to do is I like to ground my affirmations in reality. So I make a list of things that are happening for me in the moment. Like, my skin is really clear, my nails are long, I have a job working in beauty sales. I live at home with family right now. I am single as a Pringle. Even if it's not much negative or positive, I want you to detach from the negative positivity. I want you to make a list of just normal things that are happening in your life right now that are just constant things currently. And as you are doing that, as you're doing that, I want you then to parallel to that, make a list of all the things you want to manifest, whether it's this season, long-term manifestations, etc., whether it's even more abstract things that are not just like big specific things, which I think it's okay to be abstract in manifestations, BT dubs. I think it's okay to do that. What I want you to do is I want to ingrain your affirmations in reality by saying something that's really happening right now and then adding on something that you don't have yet. I live at home with family, yet I make $1 million. I have a job in beauty sales that I keep for the employee discount because I am a writer and actress full-time. Next affirmation, the next piece of advice is to be okay with simply being full of potential. You are full of potential. It is time for you to use something about that. But yeah, we're getting towards the end of this journey. If you want the finished results, well, I'm probably going to do that off camera just in case they suck. But I really want to get this out today and just post it because I felt inspired. Because if you don't know already, my channel, I used to talk about manifestation willy-nilly. And now I do video essays, but I want to get into Get Ready With Me's because I want to make sure that my video essays and my Get Ready With Me's are like fantabulous. But as a heads up, this is Mila's Thoughts Lately. I don't just do video essays about beauty and pop culture. I'm also doing Get Ready With Me's, and I still love to talk about my life and how I'm getting my dream life over and over and over again. And if this video has helped you in any way, click the like button down below and leave a comment of a word of affirmation of something positive that you want to share with the world, and hit follow, especially if you want more content like this, and check out some of my video essays and podcast episodes. See you guys on the flip side. Peace, love, and happiness.